So I came out here to Silicon Valley, and I thought, I want to learn about technology. Now, I don't have any background in technology. I'm not qualified, but I bet I can find someone that will hire me. It was the late 90s, and anybody, even me with a liberal arts undergrad and a business degree without any technology, could get a job. And so I got a job at a small startup. There were 5 people there before I got there. It was called Easel. We built a graphical interface for Linux, so you can use Linux on desktop computers. And those of you that are engineers know that if you take a liberal arts guy with a business degree and put him in a Linux company, it's not obvious. I mean, I was running Linux on my desktop, and I could barely spell Linux, but it didn't really matter. About 6 months into it, I was speaking at Linux users group meetings to engineers, and the startup, like so many startups in the late 90s, went way up and way down, and we actually didn't get our second round of funding, so I spent 10 years doing it and learned some things. But it didn't work out financially. It didn't make the millions that everyone was hoping to make when I came out here in the late 90s. So the next question was, well, what do I do now? I thought, okay, what I really want to do is make some money. My background in negotiation is sort of, how do I apply that to making money? I thought, well, I'll start an investment bank. And people said, well, you can't start an investment bank. I mean, you're not qualified. You had 2 years as an analyst years ago. That doesn't really qualify you to start an investment bank. But I met this other guy, and we talked about it, and the two of us started Arbor Advisors, and that was 8 years ago. And we had quite a bit of success and fun doing it. The point to that is I wasn't qualified to start an investment bank, and it didn't matter. And so I think the point here of so many students come to me with a linear approach, like I need to do this and this and this and build my resume over time. And I just don't think now, obviously in some careers, if you're going to be a neurosurgeon, like my father was, you can't wing it. You got to have the right training and go to medical school and have residency and a fellowship. But for most business roles, and many of you will go into business, whether it's sales, marketing, corp dev, biz dev, I don't think that much of it is that difficult. And I think you can sort of work your way into whatever job you want. And so that message is really important, that don't follow a linear path because you think that's the only way to go forward or have fun in your career. Qualifications often don't matter.